Friends, today is Wednesday, November 12, 2025. This is a week where we're talking about sacrifice. We've reviewed the sacrifices sometimes of occupation and vocation, of family relationships. Yesterday we looked at the sacrifices that can be involved when we realize Jesus is a public figure and that our reputations will be intertwined with his. He can be quite a controversial personality. And then in Mark 8:31-33, we have the classic teaching from Jesus right in the center of this gospel of Mark. There's the same number of verses on each side of this little pericope, as we call it, this little gobbet of verses. And I'm going to read for you now. Jesus began to teach them that the Son of Man must undergo great suffering, be rejected by the elders, the chief priests, and the scribes, be killed, and after 3 days rise again. He said it quite openly. Peter took him aside, began to rebuke him. But turning and looking at his disciples, he rebuked Peter, and he said, "Get behind me, Satan. You are setting your mind not on divine things, but on human plans." This is the word of the Lord. Well, the disciples had to make a sacrifice in terms of their outlook, their overall perspective on life. Long-held beliefs. They had convictions about what Jesus needed to be like to be an authentic Messiah. Like most first century Jews, they envisioned God's Messiah as a vindicator and defender of Israel's national interests. He would be a military figure that brought freedom to the nation and judgment for their Roman enemies. No one was envisioning a Messiah that would suffer and die as a criminal under tyrannical authorities. Peter rebukes Jesus for even suggesting this. It's interesting. Our conception of how God's going to work in the world is usually via his glory and not through the weaker forms of love and truth. We think of a glory and power as being intimately connected, that the power that can coerce. But God has all the power in the universe that he would want to use if he wanted to coerce, but he uses the power of love and truth to mold hearts and to change lives, and ultimately to overcome evil. Let's take a moment and pray. Gracious God, align our views with your truths. Help us to see the strength and power in your love and sacrifice. Don't let our misconceptions cloud our relationship with you. We ask it in your Son's name. Amen.